They are always looking for an angle to make the mobile live streaming experience better, to give us a better product. The folks at Obsbot have come up with another incredibly useful tool for the mobile live streamer. I'm Jason Hoffman. My goal is to help you have the confidence to just press go live. The simply titled UVC to NDI Adapter. Now this is a little bit different than Obsbot's previous offering, where they gave us a UVC to HDMI adapter, and if we wanted to use that to then further adapt onto our NDI enabled network, there was another adapter to use. This one cuts the middleman. We can take any camera that is capable of a webcam out video, and we can put it on our network as an NDI source. Come here, let me show you. So what I have here is an Obsbot Tiny 2, and it is plugged into my network and this little device. Now I've plugged it in via Ethernet. It has power running to it here, and the Obsbot Tiny 2 is plugged into it there. It also has the ability for this particular camera to plug the remote receiver. The Obsbot Tiny 2 has a smart remote that you can purchase along with the device that gives you control of tracking of presets of all the things about the little camera. You just plug the receiver for the remote in here, and you have full control of this even over your NDI network. Unfortunately, I have lost that little dongle, and so I'm unable to show that to you today. However, we'll take their word for it that this is actually a feature that is going to be included in the Obsbot UVC to NDI adapter. Now, this is an aluminum case. It's a metal case. It has cooling vents, and there is a little bit of heat generated. It's warm. It is not hot to the touch. It does have a tally light. It is red right now because it is active. If I go back to the other camera, I'll have to show you over here. It's green. You see that? Yeah, it's green now because it's not active. Tally light feature on this. Now that I'm back to this camera, it turns red because it's active. It's on air. Plug this into my local network via Ethernet. It shows up no problem for anything that will register an NDI source. So when you buy this device, you're buying the license, you're buying all that together. I don't know what the pricing on it is yet. But when we do get that kind of information, we'll pass it along to you. You need to know that this has two USB-C ports on one end. One is for power, one is for the camera itself. It has a USB-A port on that same end, and that is for the remote dongle for the tiny series of cameras. On the other end is your RJ45 jack. Your Ethernet jack, and it is the micro SD card that can be used for firmware updates. Okay, so that's not all this will do, because we said any camera that has the capability of putting a webcam signal out, a UVC out, and so some folks went ahead and invested in this little camera called the eMeet Stream Cam 1, and it's a good little camera. I'll go ahead and tell you, they have released a They have released a firmware update that has improved the picture quality. I am more impressed with it. They've not released a software update in a couple of months, and I like to see them keep that kind of on the front burner at least once a month. But they're running their own show, and so I don't make any call there. But this is a very capable behind home plate kind of camera because 90-degree field of view, nice wide field of view, good battery life, built-in magnetic wireless microphone here. Some of the issues that plagued it early have been worked out of this camera, and so it's becoming one of those that's a good budget option. It is a budget option for a multi-streaming camera, and the thing is, pairing this with Obsbot UVC to NDI adapter. All right, so let's take it off of its charger, and let's borrow the USB cable from the Tiny 2. which means I just lost that picture in my multicam software. I'm going to plug it into the eMeet StreamCam 1 camera, and I will. We'll just kind of do this one on the fly, I guess. But there you go. Now I have this picture that is me holding up the eMeet. Now I have this picture that is me holding up the eMeet StreamCam 1 through the NDI to, through the UVC to NDI adapter from Obsbot, and all of a sudden the eMeet StreamCam 1 is an NDI camera on my network. I'm running the eMeet into the Mevo multicam software. The folks at Obsbot never cease to impress me. They are always looking for an angle to make the mobile live streaming experience better, to give us a better product, to make sure that we are putting in front of our viewers, the folks back home, we're putting the best thing that we can in front of them. And I appreciate them sending this unit out for a first look at it. I look forward to diving in a little bit more. It has a mobile user interface, so you can log into it via its MAC address, via the Obsbot Center computer software. You can log into it through NDI Tools software as well via its IP address. So it looks to be an incredibly useful little tool that's going to go in my bag to bring in more cameras for my mobile live streams.